Hey, V, it's Friday. We're getting ready to film again.
What's up, man?
What do you got in that snack pocket for today?
Let me show you. Let me put my drink down because I'm gonna grab another one real quick. Hold on. I got me a big ass monster.
Where in the hell did you get that?
It's so
Oh, that's a cake.
I just want to say thank you to Marsha Sweet Cakes for sponsoring us for this video and supplying us with this awesome cake. Looks just like the can. If you guys need any custom cakes, hit her up. And thank you again. And make sure you guys stay tuned to watch the rest of our video with Chana and Chana's Garage.
Rolling down the street, Baker's bouncing, got that low rider beat. Shyness, white chrome gleams, they beat low to the ground with the 13s on repeat. Hydraulics popping, feel the bounce in the sway. Candy paint dripping, ain't no dull display. Custom rims spin like we cruising all day. They will rise, won't never slide away. Old school pie with the mind finesse. Real smart like diamonds, man, we gotta confess. From the east to the west, we'll be kings of the set. No rider lifestyle, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wheels and grills.
Hey, welcome to episode 2 on Wheels and Grills. Today we got Chana from Chana's Garage. He's going to give us a little story about himself, how he got into bikes, and where he's going with it.
We definitely are looking forward to talking to you, especially after the huge success that you had with the Junta. So we can talk to you about that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite, you know?
Of course.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so tell us about Chana. How did Chana get into the bike scene? How did Chana start liking bikes?
It just came to me when I started getting tatted, you know what I mean? Like, the tattoo shop, homies will come, you know, pull up with their bikes, you know, and I was like, same as my uncle, my cousins. Something that caught my attention, like, this is something I can come into and dominate, you know what I mean? And do my thing with it.
Right. So about like, how old were you when?
I was about 10 years ago, like 27.
Okay.
I was like 27. 26, I got my bike, got it bone stock, you know, started working my way up little by little.
So you started learning how to work on your bike on your own?
Yeah, because at first I went to Hardy to go get a tire.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I paid a gang of money.
Later?
Yeah, and then I was like, what? The tire is only like 100 and something. Like, I could do this myself. Started YouTubing, you know, how to install my bars, how to put my front wheel, you know, parts here and there, and little by little it came along, you know, and
that's good.
Yeah, I always call it Dr. YouTube, right?
Yeah,
YouTube
is the best. It makes miracles.
Right. Learn how to work on my boat on YouTube.
So, in regard to like, were you like a tattoo artist, you said, or just a?
No, I was
tattooed on.
Yeah, I was getting tattooed on, and the homies would come, you know, with their bikes to the tattoo shop, you know, and
because you have a lot of work, so I was wondering. I was just curious.
Yeah. And that's what got me, you know, like, I had my own car club, my Mopar car club, and got a little away from that and got my bike, and it just a whole different atmosphere, you know, way better.
It's addicting.
Yeah.
It's addicting.
Very addicting.
Yeah, very, very addicting, you know, and, I mean, have fun on it all day, every day.
I think that's kind of one of the only things, like, yeah, you can get in a car, but when you go on a bike, it's like a different mentality that you have. You know, you get the air hitting you, sometimes they say you zone out, but you really can't, you know what I mean?
Nah, you just focus.
Like,
You're on tunnel vision.
There you go.
Just on your own, you know, nothing else matters.
Nothing else but besides the cars all around us.
Yeah.
Stay away from
Right? So watch out.
No matter how safe we gotta be, it's up to the car to be safe also. You know?
Yeah.
So.
And I think ever since like I started riding too as well, like, you know, it's kind of like a different mentality to have. And it's great. Like, if you've never ridden a bike, it's hard to explain it.
Yeah.
Once you've ridden it, everyone's like, oh yeah, I miss it. Or they kind of like want to get into it.
Yeah, I, to be honest with you, like, there's been so many people that, because I started this alone, you know, I didn't know nobody.
Right.
I just bought my bike, just started getting out little by little, and as I'm going out, building my bike, people are catching on to it, and they're like, hey, like, I want something like that, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Now I got my family, my son, a gang of homies, you know, like, that you would never expect, and now they're on bikes.
Yeah, I see. You ride with a good little crew. I mean,
you build a community out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, and we go everywhere and anywhere and have fun, you know. We daily the shit out of these bikes.
So it was Chana and his bike. Now, how did we get to Chana's Garage? Because I look at Chana's Garage and you got about 10 bikes that you're always working on in there.
Yeah, it just came in, you know, like, it came in heavy.
People just started hitting you up. Hey, can you do this
Yeah.
for me? Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I mean, I just started throwing myself out there, selling parts for all the parts that are on my bike. I hit up all the companies, you know, if I could become a dealer for them, and sure enough, you know,
Oh, cool.
I'm a big dealer for a lot of companies and hook up everybody's bike.
Right. That's cool.
You know, that way we all ride looking good, not just me, all of us.
That's right, everybody. I'm in for that, everybody.
Especially helping somebody out, you feel good about it. You feel like, hey man, I hope I got that bike.
Yeah,
You know.
because you never know. Some guys could be going through some stuff. You know what I mean? Some hard stuff.
Right.
And this could get them away from all that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's different whole mindset. You
That's
know
what
what I'm saying?
it eases our mind sometimes. I mean, like sometimes even here, I'm gonna go for a ride. I need a ride. I just need to
Yeah.
go, not think about nothing, just ride. You
Yeah.
know, and makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a difference on the bikes versus cars. I have cars and bikes, but
Yeah.
like I said, if anything's ever gonna go, it'd be my cars before my bikes.
Yeah. I mean, right now my car is down, you know, because I have more.
More attention.
More love to the
Yeah.
bike right now.
'Cause
Exactly.
my car, I was getting pulled over left and right. You know, a loud ass car. I was like, nah, gas guzzler. I just
What
stick
kind
to
of car
this.
is it that you have?
I have a Charger and a Challenger.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
They're all
That's
built.
nice.
They're all built too. You know. I blew the motor like 3-4 times already on my Challenger, but that's all. I'm no rush. I'll just put more money into this.
Right.
I mean, and your bikes look great. You know what I mean? Everyone kind of compliments you on the bikes. The colors, everything stands out on it. That's always good too. But speaking on the bikes, let's transition to like when you're riding like the Junta, because that thing just blew up. I mean, this was your first year of doing the Junta.
Yeah, it's a group of us. We have a council that's all involved. But I had this, you know, I mean, you guys have seen I've been going state to state, traveling, you know,
Right.
showing my bike off, just spreading that word, you know,
Right.
bringing that unity together.
Right.
And a couple years later, I mean, we went through it, and we planned it, and it was a successful event.
It happened.
You know what I mean?
I saw people from Tennessee,
Yeah.
people from Texas.
We had
right?
people Kansas.
Yeah.
We had like 10 states in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was cool. That was a really good show.
And the party at my house, the Friday night was, you know, the whole weekend was. I didn't sleep for the whole week, pretty much.
The whole weekend was a party.
Yeah,
You're still recovering.
I'm still recovering.
Yeah. Well, that's great. You know that
But-
how events come up, and like you said, you have your council. How did the council come along? Like, were people reaching out to you, or did you reach out to
No,
people?
it's like we all put in that work. You know what I mean? Like we go Arizona Bike Week. That's like our main center point. Everybody from East Coast, West Coast meets up there.
Okay.
You know, we kick it. Good as people. You know, good as vibes, and it just came up a few times, 2-3 years. You know, like hey, we should do this. We should do this. You know,
Right.
and that's all. That was the original plan in Arizona. The Airbnb we were partying at, and
Just came up with
it came up, and it happened already, and it was crazy.
Yeah, it was really successful. I mean, we were there. We recorded a little bit there. It was a really good turnout, especially the ride as well. One thing that we noticed on the ride, which everyone kind of made really good comments on, is that you didn't leave anyone behind.
No, no
So
one.
Once you found out somebody broke down, I mean, we saw like a big group went or half the group went and stayed with them or got them to get. I think one was like a tire change.
Yeah,
Just kind of helped them out.
a blown
so-
clutch and all kinds of stuff. But hey, we still partied all night.
There you go.
I mean, you guys were there.
Yeah.
You know who's partied like that? Huna Boulevard in the middle, blocking the whole street, taking
Right.
shots. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we had a party there.
That's great.
I don't think that's ever been done like that before.
And sometimes you can't do that with everybody, and that's good that the group that you guys created, you know, like you said, all your council members and everyone from all the different states were able to kind of put that together.
Yeah.
Kind of like a family friendly as well as like a fun time.
Yeah. That was the whole point of the Junta. You know what I mean? Like that was it. Just getting together and having a good fucking time, being ourselves.
Well, that's awesome.
You know, the event was more like a party, kick it, you know, but the ride was where it was at.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? What do we hit? Huna Boulevard, Elysian Park,
San Pedro,
in San
Long Beach
Pedro,
area.
Long Beach. You know what I mean? I had a fucking blast. I ain't gonna
Sure.
lie. You
It
know?
was good. It was really good.
Yeah. And like I said, it's good everyone was able to have a good time. Doesn't matter what happened, regarding to the, little breakdowns. But everyone still, even the people that broke down, they're still saying that they had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No man left behind.
exactly.
You know.
See, we come together, we leave together, right?
Yeah.
That's the rule.
The fucking community came together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So I don't know if you know, but Chana's an actual painter. I'm a painter, and I think that's how he got my attention on Instagram one day. I saw him, painting a building or something. So I was checking him out, watching his style, and you have a lot of painters who say they're painters, but I would zoom in on your masking, and I was checking it. I said, oh, he knows what's up, right? He had nice tight masking, his corners were good, so I was checking him out. But then all of a sudden, I saw him start painting bikes. So how did that come along? You just took a shot at it?
Yeah, I was like, how hard can it be? You know what I mean? Asking questions, you know what I mean? Just go to the store, ask questions. We basically know the basics. It's
Right.
just different gun, different materials.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I like to ask questions wherever I go if I don't know something. You know what I mean?
Or
And
you hit up YouTube, right?
yeah, or YouTube.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where am I messing up? Go back to YouTube.
Exactly.
Or ask questions where I buy my supplies, and you'll guide me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
And I'm just starting, and I feel like I still have a lot more to go. You know what I mean? Like,
Of course,
just a lot more
practice
to-
makes perfect, but
yeah,
I'm sure every bike you do, there's more into it. You put more into it. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
what did I do wrong last time? Let me fix that
yeah.
and do it right this time.
Every other paint job is just getting better and better and better.
Yeah, yeah,
That's awesome.
And some of them already winning first place at big shows.
right.
Like my Rogue Glide, I didn't expect it to win first place at Fishtail Magazine, first place bagger. And it's crazy.
There
And
you
that
go.
bike hasn't even hit the streets.
Right? It's been in the garage. I haven't even seen it out. I just see it in the garage.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, and I'm glad you were able to bring some of the bikes here so we can check them out. And then I know you brought your bike, and then this bike is Drippy's, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be able to check that out in a little bit. And we'll have Drippy talk about his bike and kind of what went along and maybe why he chose the colors and, has their own style.
Yeah.
And that's what you're able to show off when you have these bikes, especially when you start customizing. It's your little things that, that you like. And people kind of start catching on to,
Yeah, like your bike, it has your definition. You know what I mean? It's you, it's your style, your
That's it.
style.
Everybody has their own style of bike,
Yeah.
You look at your bike and, wow, that bike's the best. Someone's looking at it some other way. But, hey, as long as you're happy with your bike, that's all that matters,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
like you
yeah.
said, it's your daily. So, if you're enjoying it every day, you get to ride it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people can't do
That's
that.
what it's for, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I could easily garage this bike, no one would ever seen it. But I like being out. I just go everywhere, you know what I mean? I support every event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
we've seen this bike everywhere.
Yeah. That's how I know. I was like, oh, Chana's there. Especially with the colors, it stands out,
Yeah.
Everyone right now has like a black bike, or they start off with black bikes until they start customizing them.
Mhm.
That's good. Like, so yours stands out. That's something like I know for my bike, that's what I wanted. I wanted a bike that I can park and be like, boom, it's right there.
Yeah. It's like someone said on a comment once, like, you just see one little piece of, you know what I mean? You don't even have to see the paint. You just see one little piece and you know it's Chana's bike.
Right, exactly.
That's crazy.
So right now we'll go into and check out what Drippy is since you brought him, and we'll talk to him and get a little bit more info on his bike. And then you also brought another special guest. You brought your son.
Yeah, I brought my son. That way, you guys start meeting him, start putting him out there, because he's the next. He's going to be the next generation,
Right.
taking over the scene. Chana's garage is going to be his.
Do you have a bike for him that you're building, or is he just kind of using one of your bikes?
He has his own bike already.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah,
And
he
how
has
old is
he's 15.
He's 15. And I
Yeah.
seen him on some of your posts. He's rolling down the street.
Yeah,
Right.
he rides it already.
He already-
He rides mine, like sometimes like I'm kind of nervous, but I just let him do it. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna have to learn the hard way how to, take care of something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just fucking let him go, take a ride.
Especially if he's right there with you. So even though you still have some control,
Yeah,
making sure he doesn't speed too much, or
yeah. I actually wanted to bring him on it, but I was like, nah, it's a little ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I take him around, take him to go have breakfast. He rides his own bike.
That's cool.
Like he's already
That is cool.
there. I wish I had something like that with my dad. You know what I mean?
Amen.
I'm saying like, but now look at
Now you're
building it
doing
for
it.
them.
Yeah.
Like everything on my work and effort is all for my sons, for both my kids.
Right.
And my daughter as well.
Right.
You know, that way they have something to rely on, and you know, what if he picks up the trade quick, starts painting bikes? You know, before he's 18 years old, already.
Yeah.
Now you have Chana's and Son.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Chana and Sons.
Chana and Son.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, so why don't we get up and go look at these
Check out the
bikes?
bikes.
Yeah.
So this is Chana's bike right here. So tell us about your bike, bro. Tell us about the bars, the paint job, you know, the sound system, of course.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you know, what could I say? You know, everything's all
Chromed out.
customed out. You know, chromed
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
The
Floorboards,
the frame starting off is all chrome. Diamond cut heads. You know, nothing but the best parts. Cycle Smith. Steady Customs. One CMC. You know, the sounds I got. DS18.
So did you do your own paint job on this one?
No, I didn't do my own paint job.
Okay, so this one you had it done.
Yeah, I had it
And
done
this
by
is where you
Malo.
said, and this is where you said, I'm gonna learn how to start painting bikes.
Yeah, well, I already had it for a while, you know, and then front and back air ride, you know, 48-inch pipes, 20-inch bars. You know,
Sancha.
La Sancha.
All right, la otra.
Yeah. So I lost my seat in Arizona, and Dave from CMC redid my whole seat.
Oh, nice.
So he hooked me up,
Hooked
and
you up.
some special leather from a AMG Maybach.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah,
You know, hooked it up.
I thought it was suede at first. It's nice.
You
Really
know,
nice.
did all that, and yeah, sounds pretty good.
That's cool.
The rosary by Beautiful Rosaries, you know, make sure you hit them up. You know what I mean?
And these whips?
These whips, these are for a bag of rags right here. The homie hooked it up.
Hey, Drip, come over here, bro. Tell us about your bike.
So what's up?
What's up, bro?
So yeah, it's my bike. It's 2002, my bad. Softail Heritage. Fully stretched front and rear. Custom paint job by Chana's Garage. All my pinstriping was done by Rivas. He did my tank, my fenders. You know, it's Cycle Smith floorboards, 20-inch ape hangers. Steady Customs front and rear crash bar, Steady Custom pipes. Yeah, you know, it's DNA wheels, 21-inch, 16 in the rear. And yeah, I mean, that's a pretty simple breakdown of the bike.
So Chana actually did the paint job for you.
Yes.
So tell us, you good? You
Yeah.
liked it? You happy?
All I did was I dropped it off. Hey, I want blue. I was like, you do whatever you want to it.
Okay.
So,
How long was the process, fool? I don't know.
4 days. 4 days to get everything done.
I'm gonna agree because I was watching his Instagram and I remember when the bike came in. Next thing you know, it was apart. Next thing you know, it was primered, painted in the same day.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I see him with this tape getting busy.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this guy don't play.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And next thing you know, 4 days later, he's like ready to put back together. I was like, man, he ain't playing,
Yeah.
right? Because most shops you take your bike to is there for months,
yes.
right? Cars or whatever. But man, he put this in together, did a great job on it. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
And your seat,
Yeah.
who did your seat?
One CMC motos.
Okay.
They did my seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Custom made. You know, nice little groove in it. Nice little leather with gold stitching. And yeah, it's pretty much a simple breakdown of the bike. You know, there's still more to come, but you know, that's just how it is right now.
Right.
Yeah. The whips. Make
Oh,
sure you
yeah.
follow.
Oh yeah. Do I
you
say
got-
Close
Yeah,
embroidery.
yeah. These whips
Oh,
are
yeah, yeah.
different from your whips, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, dope.
Yeah. Where'd you get these whips?
So
at? They're
these
nice.
these whips were made by Chana's sister. Actually, she took her 3 days. You know, because they're a little longer than most other whips out there. They hit the
Right.
floor, but
Right.
you know, she was doing her thing for me, and she got it right on blue and gold to match the bike. So I'm definitely satisfied.
So
Satisfied.
is she working out of Chana's garage?
Nah.
She has her own garage.
She has her own garage.
She has her own
Yeah,
garage.
she has her
Chana's
own.
sister's garage.
Yeah.
Right? What's her Instagram?
It's,
She have an
it's
Instagram?
Lowe's embroidery. Hit her up. Whatever you need embroidered, whips, whatever.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
Cool. Good to know. Junior, come over here. Got some questions for you too. Huh?
So
how you doing? How you
Good,
doing?
good,
Good. Very good. Hey, so what's up? Tell me about yourself because I've been watching Instagram and I've been seeing you ride with 20-inch apes.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it. Learned on a Harley, never rode in a dirt bike. My first my first set of bars were 20s, you know.
All right. So is that your dad's bike you drive?
Yeah, the La Junta, yeah, everyone's video blowing up, but I have my own bike at home.
Oh, so that gray bike is your bike?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's my Softail.
Oh, dang, man. You hooked him up, huh? You're hooking him up. I like it.
Yeah.
How was your first ride? Were you scared?
Nervous, yeah. Scared.
Nervous of falling or nervous of dropping the bike?
Both, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Nervous of getting yelled at. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you like it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I want to start inspiring my friends. Buy a Harley. We could all build one. Start something up for
You're
ourselves.
15.
You know? Yeah.
Your friends are 15. Not everybody has a dad like you who's able to provide you a nice bike like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. How, your dad's a good man. He,
Yeah,
takes
like
care
I
of
tell them though, good grades, you know, they get all good
Hey,
good
that's
grades.
what exactly.
Tell their parents,
That's what I
hey, you
tell
know.
that's your job. Your job is to get good grades, and our job is to take care of you.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what works. So what's up? Are you going to be Chana's garage one day? Are you taking it over?
I'm
Are
taking
you
over.
learning how to work on the bikes? Are you learning how to change the parts? Learning how to work on the motors?
Yeah,
What's up?
I'm watching my dad's every step, trying to learn every
Good.
time he's in the garage. I get home from school, change, watch him. Anything you need, hey, dad, you need help, something.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for coming out, Chana.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, thanks for the invite.
Good
you know?
job.
Oh yeah.
Junior,
Thank you
good
for
luck.
having us.
And we're going to be pushing you and Drips.
Thank you for having
Drippy,
me.
not Drips. But I call him Drips. But anyhow, hey, man, thank you guys for coming now. And now it's time to let's get some beers and let's go see what's on the barbecue.
Go.
Yeah, yeah. Hell
Let's
yeah.
get
Let's go see what the man on the grill got.
Let's do this.
Grills and grills, rolling down the street. Because Benson got that low ride beat. China, some white chrome gleams, they beat low to the ground with the 13s on repeat. Hydraulics popping, feel the bounce in the sway. Candy paint dripping, ain't no dull display. Custom rims spin like we cruising all day. They will rise, won't never slide away. Old school vibe with the mind finesse. We'll spark like diamonds, man, we gotta confess. From the east to the west, we'll be kings of the set. No rider lifestyle, you ain't seen that yet. Grills and grills.